Hey guys, Yu Sheng here. Welcome to another StarCraft 2 lesson. We're watching Beyond right now. He's playing against Mana. Actually, I'm going to turn off their production so you guys can't see what's going on exactly. I'll tell you what Beyond builds, obviously, but just to keep you guys in the dark so I can ask some questions later. Pop quiz. Okay, so Beyond's playing double gas, and he's going to be opening up with like a Reaper Hellion build, which is pretty committed. You kind of need to get some damage with his build, so how much damage do we need? Probably like 4 or 5 probes, something like that. We also do get some scouting though, and we do force Protoss to make units a little bit earlier than normal, so there's some advantages there. You also get a lot of tempo too, which is nice. So if you are a pretty good player with nice multitasking, I feel like this sort of build is a lot stronger. And on top of that, we can kind of get away with some, with not scouting, because since we're going to be making a lot of units early on anyways, if our opponent did go for some sort of early pressure, we would have those units ready. The only thing is you need really good game intuition, because if you see more units than normal, you have to actually recognize that there are more units than normal, and that's not actually, you know, that easy necessarily. Okay, first Reaper going across the map, so this will tell us if there's a proxy or something, and then we can just come back. We got the second Reaper as well, so like Zealot proxy wouldn't be very strong. But okay, we spot the Nexus. We spot an Adept, but we don't see too much more than that. So far we're assuming that this is a pretty normal play. Second Reaper's finished, we got the Hellion on the way, and then once those kind of join up, we can go for some pressure. And then the plan behind this is to go for 3 barracks and the factory. So it's going to be kind of similar to like a 3 racks build, where our aim is to do some pretty heavy pressure without too much harass. So it's more of like a frontal push build. We see an Adept here. We don't really know what Mana's tech choice is, but we see 3 Adept. So honestly, that could be pretty much anything. Could be, you know, Dark Templar. It could be Oracle, Phoenix. I feel like it was probably stronger to go in the main, but I mean, it's Beyond, so we'll have to trust him. He's definitely getting a lot of worker kills here. We'll see what he's doing behind this, because if he's making a Cyclone, for example, then you kind of defend against any build anyways, so maybe he doesn't care what the tech choice is. Yeah, okay, so that kind of makes sense. He actually just wants to get probe kills. If this is an Oracle, doesn't matter, we have the Cyclone. Okay, let me pause here real quick. So now we know what's going on. You have to make a really quick judgment call here about what sort of build Mana is doing. And you're not supposed to see this many units this fast, especially attacking you. So right now, what we know what's happening is Mana is going for the Adept Twister. Although he's not making Adepts, which is strange. I'm not sure why. Normally you would make 6 Adept. So he's going for like a triple gate attack, basically. And we can also assume that there's 1 gate proxied on the map. So it could be over here or over here. And we also know on top of that, that he doesn't really have any tech building. So it's basically just gateway pressure. So keep that in mind for the next little bit. Repair the Cyclone. Now, Mana's position here, since he's not getting any tech, it's pretty okay to not really mine from this base. Like, we shouldn't just give it up. That's what I see a lot of lower tier players do, is like when they're under pressure, you just like hide in your base and don't, you know, do anything. But you don't want to just give it up. You want to kind of utilize Mana trying to kill this base as a tool for you to like pick off units, right? So Mana wants to get this, and you kind of force the fight a little bit. You know, trade, and then you want to try and reclaim this base as fast as you can, because Mana could always transition at any point here. So if Mana can transition at any point, you need to try and take the base back, because if he does transition, you don't want to just be hiding in your main for, you know, more time than you need. Mana could also keep attacking though, so you want to be careful, but you want to try and replace the base quickly. And then if he does, you know, warp in other units, you can just kind of pull back a little bit and then try and retake the base again. But it's really important you don't just like hide in your main. So behind this, we have Stim coming in. We got the triple barracks, like I said. And we also got the eBay, just in case it's a Dark Templar transition later. Now, Mana hasn't made units for a little bit. So at this point, Bjorn's probably thinking that Mana has transitioned and grabbed, you know, whatever his tech choice is. Probably Twilight is the strongest, I think, with his build. Put our siege tank down here. And bam. Okay, now we know that Mana continue to make more units. And again, we can basically just keep being really, really safe here because we know that Mana is committed. And if he's committed, he doesn't have too much tech. So obviously this is going really, really good. We're able to kill all these adepts. I think Mana kind of needed to do something here. Like, you don't really need to be too worried in these positions as Terran, because what's going to happen is you're going to have the Stim later on, and so your army is going to be actually disgusting compared to Protost's army. Even though they're delaying your natural, it might seem like that's a bad situation, but it's actually very good for Terran right now. So we get back to mining, and our Stim is complete, so we can move out onto the map. You don't need to be worried about like some sort of 2-base in from this position, because Mana's been making units the whole time. So it's not really possible for him to have, you know, like charge and 8 gates and swarm you. He only really has the units he's showing you, plus whatever tech. So I'm assuming there's some sort of tech that Mana's thrown down already. Obviously Stim is really big here. Mana should probably have just not even been on the map at this point. So yeah, I mean, from here we can assume that either Mana's taken a third here and he has no units and we can just go kill him, or he's stuck on 2 bases making units. He can probably defend, and he probably has some sort of tech coming online like soonish, but he's not gonna really be able to have both. Like, he can't be ahead of us in economy and have tech. It's got to be one or the other. So what I would do from this position, I don't know what Beyond does, but what I would do here is just like mass units on the 3-1-1, not take the third base, and just try to figure out what's going on. Assuming Mana hasn't taken a third, then you're pretty even in economy, or ahead even. So that would be fine. If you just like, if you're on 2 bases Terran and you continue making units, and Protoss is on 2 base and he continues making units, then Terran is winning. Whereas if Protoss takes a third here, like let's assume Mana has this third right now, then we can just continue making units on 2 base and then he's gonna die. So either way, it should be good for us. We can see here Beyond is trying to check. There's no third here. I don't know if we check this side. We might do that in a second. Yeah, no third base online just yet. We got a missile turret coming in case of DTs. And this looks like a pretty good force to push with. I think we have combat soon as well. Yeah, concussive's done. Scan. Okay, so we see the Robo. So that means there's no Colossus coming in. And we see the double gas. So there's definitely a lot of tech for sure. So probably like Blink, or probably DTs, honestly. Something like that. Maybe both even. Probably both. Okay, so I think the plan here is to just ignore these shield batteries. I actually really don't think this is necessary, but let's see how it plays out. I would have personally just waited here, I think. Yeah, that's a lot of Stalker. Like, so this many Stalker probably means Mana just only has Blink Stalker. So he's probably, yeah, even more Stalkers coming online. Like, I would actually be super safe here and just pull back to the middle of the map and just keep building up. But it seems like it's going pretty good for Beyond. Like, he's killing a lot of Stalker, for sure. Here we come in with some more units. Yeah, this is probably game. I think Beyond did get a third, though, right? Yeah, he's actually getting the extra racks, too. Interesting. I wonder if that's just because he had too much money. Like, maybe he just missed his spending. Because I feel like this is pretty unnecessary, actually, to get the extra racks. Doesn't really matter, though. This game is completely over. Yeah, nice little finish here. Oh, he's gonna hold on for now, but we have probably a lot more bio. We should be able to kill him. Oh, interesting. We didn't even get the armor upgrade. We're literally only on +1 attack. That's awesome. Yeah, what I probably would have done is made like some Liberators here, or just more Medivac. Probably Liberators, actually. We got 3 Medivac already. Yeah, we should be able to go for the kill at this point. Let's see the everyone cam. Oh, he actually did have a base. He took a proxy base. Interesting. Okay, he's dead though. Yeah, so I mean, holding these early pressures, I think this gives you a good feel for you know, how much damage you can take against this type of build. And you know, reading the build when it comes in is a really important skill when you play Terran, because oftentimes you don't really have all the info. So you can see here, Mana had a proxy gate, yeah, 3 gates, but he doesn't really have anything else other than that, right? So that's why this position here, we can really be, you know, not too worried about not mining from this base. Just continuing macroing up, making workers, trying to poke Mana so it takes longer to kill this base, and we get some free kills. And then eventually when we break out, we have a pretty big tech advantage. And so we can kind of leverage that into the mid game. Even though we're taking lots of eco damage, it's okay, we have the tech lead. So hopefully you guys liked this type of format. If you did, let me know in the comments. And if you want to support this channel, you guys can get some group coaching if you become a YouTube member. We meet up twice a week, and we play some scrims, and then we do some analysis afterwards. All right, thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.